Yeah. Yeah. Y'all see me and my boy got the Bills gear on today. Yeah, we repping Buffalo hard today. Because we might be coming at one of the biggest haters that ever came at the city at a bad time. Yeah. How y'all doing today? I'm your host, Big Heem.
And that's King Hill.
And you are now tuned in to the OG's Perspective Podcast. Hey, how y'all doing out there, man? Today's subject, man, is it's gonna be a very interesting one. You know,
definitely is.
At the end of the day, we gotta go a little bit above and beyond sometime when we bring content to you guys. And it's a very controversial guy out there, and it's no other than himself, Charleston White. Yes,
Charleston White.
Yeah, we gonna go in on Charles. No, we're not really. Yeah, we gonna go in on him. We gonna talk about him a little bit today. So, but before we get in on Charleston White, we want to hit a few topics. I've been paying attention to the Joe Budden podcast, and as you know, Drake dropped the album.
Yep.
And it's a dance album, and actually Joe Budden liked the album. Joe Budden liked it.
You hear it yet?
I listened to it. It's
I didn't listen to it yet.
I say this: it's not your typical Drake album. It is not a trap album. It's not an R&B album. It is really a dance album. It'll remind you of an EDM album, or some house music or something like that.
Okay.
So basically, Joe Budden like it. I like it. It's just I think Drake is transitioning, but one of his co-hosts don't like it.
Oh. Okay.
So I Ish, man, you said the album was trash, dog. And
he said trash?
Yes, he said trash. There's no way that Drake will ever put out a trash album knowing how he views music. See,
right.
Maybe Ish, I don't know if you know, we right here in Buffalo, repping the 716. And Drake is right across the bridge in Toronto. So we right here at each other. But the difference between Buffalo and Toronto is it's international. Everybody from the planet is in Toronto. Yeah. So it's so many different variations of music. So Drake has been catering to basically American style rap.
Yeah, you can say that.
So now what he did was he opened his ear to the international sound.
Okay.
And maybe some of us not understanding the whole variations of music.
Bigger fan base.
Yes. There you go. You got
bigger
it, right?
Fan base.
I think Joe understand that Drake said, hey, yo, I got to go get that super bag.
Yeah, I definitely think Joe understand it. Because, come on, man. It's Joe.
That's Joe. It's the super bag. That's what Drake going to get.
Right.
So shame on you, Ish. That's what I do, man. Don't never in your life say Drake go put out a trash album, because it's not trash. I guarantee you by the end of the year, Drake probably have a platinum album, probably be the top album of the year. You know what I'm saying? If definitely not, other than herself, she dropped the single this week, Queen B.
Queen B. Yeah.
Yeah, she been in a little controversy too. We was just talking about Kevin Gates and how he came at her. But yeah, she kind of went on the same wave with the dance music too. I just think they're going after a different bag.
Right.
I was just out in Vegas, and that's all you really heard out there in them clubs, man. It's that EDM, man. Actually, I was having an EDM concert the following week because I was out there for the Lovers and Friends tour.
Oh, okay. So Beyonce gonna win anyway.
Yeah,
her fan base is
so
big.
I look at it like this: if Drake doing it and Beyonce doing it, like Flo Rida and this other artists been doing this. You know what I'm saying?
And there'll probably be other artists that'll follow.
Well, I forgot dude, King of Miami. I can't think his name right now. He gonna be pissed at me. Little Latin dude, little short dude. Pitbull.
Oh, okay,
Pitbull.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was talking about him too. So anyway, it's been artists that's been on the party scene. I call it party music. That's that music dudes be popping E2 and all them exotic drugs and mushrooms and just pit parties going off to that crazy ass music.
Right.
But so anyway, we're gonna see how this music thing go. I think more artists is probably gonna jump on this wave.
Yep.
And we'll see how it go.
Yep. Well, I got one hit on Kevin Hart hitting about to open up a new restaurant called Hart's House.
All right.
It's a vegan fast food restaurant. He's gonna have 2 locations in LA.
Okay.
I'm not gonna front. I wouldn't mind it coming here to Buffalo because I'm tired of Burger King and McDonald's is nasty to me. I'm gonna tell you
this. I'm gonna tell you this. That healthy food, that shit is expensive, bro.
Yes, it is.
It's expensive, man. My wife went to the grocery store and spent about $250 on produce, man. Yeah. Apples and oranges and cucumbers and all that healthy goddamn food. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't had no steaks and we ain't had it wasn't a bunch of red meat in there. It was all green vegetables and flax seeds and shit like that. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a market for it. So we'll see. I forgot. I think he's starting it off in California, I believe.
Yeah,
I think he's starting in California. So we'll see how far it goes.
I know one of them is going to be in the Hollywood area.
I can see the big markets getting it before it land in the smaller markets.
Right. And why is healthy food always the expensive food?
Because you're going to live longer if you eat healthy food. They put the junk and the bullshit out on the shelves right out front, and they take the healthy foods and slide it to the side.
Right.
And they make it very expensive, especially if you're getting that organic stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're going to something was very, very exciting happened in one of them shithole countries Donald Trump called a shithole country. He called Africa some shithole country. So Uganda just discovered a major gold deposit, like 31 million metric tons or something.
Yeah.
So like 31 million metric tons of gold.
Uh-huh.
I think they said it's valued at like 12.8, almost $13 trillion.
Yes.
Probably
that made them the richest country in the world now.
A trillion.
And then Trump pulled out of Uganda.
Yeah, he pulled out of Africa completely.
Yeah.
He got up out of there. Now look at us. we ran away from a bag, dog.
Right. We ain't getting none of that gold.
So
I can see the United States trying to bully him out of it.
Well, definitely. Ain't no try.
Might be a little war might be brewing.
Ain't no try, brother. We Debo. We going over there to get that. We going over there to get that. It ain't a doubt in my mind that we gonna figure out a way to weasel some of that gold up out of there. You know what I'm saying? China already over there.
Yeah.
China already over there. They got their hands all in the cookie jar. So
why won't they just let them have it, man? Africa, there's some parts of Africa that's doing bad. They could use that money over there.
Well, the good part, the one thing about Africa is, it got Uganda is its own country on that continent. Mm-hmm. So they ain't got to share that bag if they don't want to.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to share that bag.
Why wouldn't they though?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Shit, why would you?
It's Africa.
Well, shit, if you gonna say it like that, why they ain't come over here and get our black asses and bring us back home? If that's the case, shit. Yeah,
I wish they would. They could come and get me now.
Oh yeah,
I'm ready to go.
Hey yo, I'm ready. Hey, trillion. Yeah, right. It was a billy, now it's a trilly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You know what's crazy, Hill, man? Somebody asked me the other day, what made me want to get into this podcast world? Well, I started thinking about this podcast thing like last year when Jim Jones. Matter of fact, it was 2020 when Jim Jones was saying if you don't come up out of here with a business plan or something in the pandemic, whatever, like you ain't grinding, you ain't hustling. You know what I'm saying? And Jim Jones basically is the reason why the whole internet exploded. Shout out to Jim Jones. I give you that credit, dog, because you really pioneered all this new wave of internet success. And I'm sitting there, I'm contemplating, I'm thinking like, damn, you know what? I'll be paying attention to all these podcasts. So this is something I really want to do. So my boy Benny went on the Joe Budden podcast. Yeah, Joe Budden, you hot tonight, man. You up in the OG's perspective conversation. And Benny said, I guess Joe Budden asked him who the crew was, and just so happened the first dude he asked about was my son, Lil Heem. Uh-huh. And Benny was like, "Oh man, it's Lil Heem. No, that's Big Heem. His father, a living legend."
Right.
And Joe Buttons was like, "Ooh, I love it when when niggas pops is living legends. Oh,
yeah.
Dude, I went crazy, Hill.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
I went crazy, Hill. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, my man Benny just shouted me out. You know, shout out to Benny. That's nephew right there. I'm like, damn, you know, I'm like telling my baby at the time, like, yo, baby, Benny just shouted me out on the Joe Budden podcast.
Right.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hold on, let me get a round of applause for that. Yeah, let me get a round of applause for that. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. So guess what? Like, Benny gets shot. So we're going to talk about that later in another podcast. That's down the road. That's coming, trust me. So boom, my boy Conway the Machine goes on the Joe Budden podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, now me and Conway, I watched Conway come up from a shorty. You know, when he was like 14, yo, this nigga, this ain't no coincidence with Conway.
Right.
This nigga always had a notebook in his hand. He always been rapping. Always. So for what he doing, this shit was meant to happen. He been doing this.
Right.
That's why it's effortless coming out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So boom, Joe Budden asked Conway about how did he feel about Benny getting shot? Boom, boom, boom. Next thing I know, guess what my boy Conway do?
What did he do?
He was like, boom, I called my little man, my little man Heem. And he said, yeah, Heem, that's my little man. You know, I know his pops. His pops a gangster. He said, matter of fact, his pops and all his nephews and his cousins and his uncles is gangsters.
Right.
Dude, I'm sitting like, oh shit.
You already on the wave, dog.
Oh shit. I'm like, yo, Conway just handed me a microphone. Yep. Conway just said, yo, Heem, come on out here, man. You the OG from the hood, man. Come on out here, man.
Yeah.
Do this, man. You got a voice, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I hung my gangster title up because I had to change that lifestyle that I was living.
Right.
You know, what I want to bring to this podcast is positivity and growth. And when I see somebody out there really taking advantage of people when and luring them into traps and using deceptive moves, I might call them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not that I've transformed from not being who I am. I've transformed to be a better person.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, that's why that's what made me want to do this podcasting thing. So I just thought I'd tell y'all that. And last week, before I get out of here, now hold up. I gotta talk about B-Dot. You know, B-Dot got that he dropped the top 10 albums of the year, right?
Uh-huh.
The man dropped the top 10 album of the year, and he didn't include Benny nor Conway. Benny dropped 10 to Talk For, and Conway dropped God Don't Make Mistakes. How you gonna put out the album of the year and you don't include Conway and Benny in top 10 albums? So B-Dot, let me tell you this, bro. I'm a 716 nigga to the blood, homie. And I listen to rap. I grew up off of it. I was a 70s baby. I remember when hip hop started. And New York hip hop was dead until West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, and Benny the Butcher brought that flavor back.
Yeah.
You cannot make a top 10 list without putting Benny the Butcher and Conway the Machine in it. Now, respectfully, West don't give a fuck, all right? Because West that dude, you know what I'm saying? But far as lyricism and talent and creativity and bringing that pain, you have to include Benny and Conway whenever you want to make a top 10 list, especially when you're talking about lyrics and albums. Them boys put that work in, and they active, stay on tour all year.
Yeah, them boys, from the music that I did hear, because when I really want to get into my music thing, I'm more of a R&B kind of guy.
You look like old R&B ass nigga.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
But from the lyrics, from the songs that I heard by them boys got it.
Yeah, man.
They got it.
Shit. That's that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's family right there. So with that, I know last week I came at Kevin Gates. Shit, Kevin.
Well, before you get into that, I want to hit one more topic.
Oh, hit it.
The school in Uvalde,
Texas? Yes.
Where the kids got shot?
Yes.
Their mayor, Don, I think his last name is Coughlin, Diamond Coughlin, is announced that they was going to demo that school.
I think they should.
They're going to demolish that school.
I think that's a good idea. That's a horror show.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my kid to go back to that school and just to remember.
No, that's like going in an Amityville horror house. You don't want to go in there. R.I.P. to all those, and my condolences go out to all those families that lost somebody. I mean, God bless those children. Nobody should send their kids to school and lose them.
Exactly.
School should be a safe haven for the kids.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a whole podcast on what I think about gun reform. That's coming. Trust me, because my view on guns is totally different from a lot of people. So yeah, we're gonna have that. So yeah, let me drop this bomb on this Nicki Minaj husband. The judge just recommended he go back to jail. I believe they gave him 15 months. He tried to get home confinement. They're not going to give it to him. He failed to register as a sex offender. Maybe that's why Kevin Gates said the shit he said about Nicki Minaj.
Maybe he
knew dude was about to go back in, and Nicki was going to probably need that,
need some attention.
Yeah, need some attention.
Special attention.
Some special attention. You know what I'm saying? So fucked up for dude that he got to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you should have listen, bro. Stay in them states where you ain't got to go and do that shit, bro, because that's a bad rap to have anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And shout out to Kevin Gates, because I did see I forgot what podcast. I think it was Bootleg Kev. He came back and he kind of explained his feelings, man. The man, he a man, man. Give a man a chance to express himself. You know what I mean? Right. So yeah, before we jump into this Charleston White situation, I'm gonna shout my boy sons out, Joseph, Christopher, and Trey Henry, and the whole West Virginia hockey team. Shout out to y'all boys, man. Y'all did y'all thing last year. Hopefully y'all get y'all a championship this year. So boom, here we go, y'all.
Ready for this?
Here come the sauce. Here come the sauce. All right, yo, listen, we gonna jump. Listen, here, Charleston White. All right, this dude off the chain, right? So King Yella, dude, he from out of Chicago. Charleston White made a video saying his baby is ugly.
Yeah. Well, before we get into Charleston White,
okay,
I want to go through a few things. Charleston White, the man.
Oh.
The Charleston White.
Okay.
Charleston White. Charleston White.
Okay, well, let me hear.
The man, Charleston White.
Let me hear about it.
So, Charleston White, he did 7 years in jail.
Okay.
He went to jail. Him and his friends went to Foot Locker.
Okay.
And stole some starter jackets or something like that. They got out the store. A man approached them. And the man ended up getting killed.
Okay.
Charleston White said he didn't pull the trigger, but he's
an accessory.
He was the cause of what happened.
All right.
But after that, this man is a motivational speaker. He a pillar in his community, an active member of his church. He the founder and CEO of Helping Youth People Excel, Hype.
Okay.
It's an organization that educate teens and helping them deter from crime. He worked directly with the Fort Worth largest Hispanic gang.
Oh.
He has a bachelor degree in criminal justice.
Oh shit.
He went to Wesleyan University, Texas Wesleyan University. So that right there show you people can change.
Right.
I wanted to get out the way because I wanted to talk about him as the man that he is.
So basically what you're saying, Charleston White is a 50-plus-year-old man. He's very educated.
Very educated.
And it sounds like he's deliberate in everything that he does, because you just said the man knows criminal justice.
Right.
So, as I was saying, the man called King Yella's baby ugly.
Yep.
Now, that is one reason why I have a special needs son, Hillray.
Mm-hmm.
I wear my heart on my shoulder.
Right.
I love my son dearly.
Yep.
He did not ask to be in this world.
Nope.
You understand what I'm saying? God make us as he sees fit.
Yep.
somebody say something like that about my baby boy, that's gonna hurt my heart, man.
Yeah, it's gonna make you want to do something to him.
So when King Yella reacted, because he said he was gonna slap the shit out Charleston White. He said when I see him, I'll slap the shit out of him.
Yeah.
You know, when you slap somebody, you seen what Will did. Not to bring that shit back up. Not to bring that shit back up, but when you slap a motherfucker, that is really the ultimate sign of disrespect.
Right. Besides spitting on him.
So, shit, I just seen on the podcast, motherfucker spitting on somebody. But we ain't gonna go there. But anyway, King Yella. King Yella did what any man should have did, what any father should have did. He defended his baby.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And at the time, all he could do was say something. It ain't like Charleston White was in his face and he could just reach out and touch his ass, right?
Right.
So he said that he fell for the trap. Even though it was really bad, it was just so disrespectful what Charleston White said. But that was the trap.
Right.
Charleston White said.
That's that that's the character.
Yes.
That's how he will put it.
That's right. But you got to understand, this man is educated. He's very smart.
Yep.
Everything he does is deliberate. Charleston White know how to grab an audience.
Yep.
He know how to utilize his skill. He said it himself, a master manipulator.
Right.
So when he said that and he got King Yella to react, here it is, this man trying to change his life, left Chicago, believe he out in Arizona, living his life, trying to do something different, raise his kids, trying to lead that violent life alone.
Right.
And here it is, my man set a trap for him.
Yep. He fell right into it.
So on top of that, this the kicker though. After King Yella checks him, the man get on the phone, homie. The man get on the phone, bro. The man get on the phone, King Hill, and call his motherfucking PO, dog.
That's worse than calling the fucking police.
Dog, he called his PO.
That's worse than, because they just need to pick you up and you going back.
Dog, we both been on parole.
Man, listen.
You know what that's like.
Yep.
You know what that's like when they knock on the door. You know what that's like? You like, damn, did I do something knowing you didn't?
Knowing you didn't.
They coming all up in the crib.
Yep.
Searching.
Yep. Looking for something.
Them fools came to my house one night. I just got off to work. They banging on the doors, like 20 of them. I'm like, God damn, what I do? Kill somebody? Did I rob a bank? I just got off work. Yep. Dude, look, now listen here, y'all. I ain't scared of nothing. But I'm going to tell y'all this. When 20 cops come to your house and you know what you used to do, they might complain some shit on you and fry your ass and put you in a bad situation. So yeah, my heart was beating a little goddamn bit. And dude gonna ask my wife, why his heart beating? Nigga, what you mean why my heart beating?
You got 20 cops at my door.
In my house.
And I'm on parole?
It's 10 o'clock at night.
And you on parole.
And I'm on parole. Did a surprise visit.
Who won't be scared?
So boom. Now imagine King Yella living his life down there, doing what he doing. He done fell in the pitfalls of Charleston White. The man done sent, obviously his parole officer didn't violate him because King Yella's still making videos. But let me ask you this, Hill. At what point do you call Charleston White crossing the line?
You asked me, Charleston White, the YouTuber.
Yes.
The internet guy.
Yes.
That punk motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Because that's what he do,
right?
That's what he do. Because he'll say, he'd be like, "Oh, such and such and such." I'm talking about the character. F that character. F that such and such. So I'm saying, F Charleston White, the character.
Now, you know I'm the devil's advocate, right?
Yeah.
I seen a video with him and 600 Breezy, and that little nigga didn't back down.
Budge. He didn't budge at all.
He did not back down.
Don't cut my head off, Charleston White. But I'm just saying, I'm just talking.
He ain't back down.
Listen, it comes to a point where like he gonna come across that wrong person,
and they gonna drop his ass,
and they gonna drop him.
I think on some real, I think King Yella gonna drop me when he sing, bro.
And then he gonna call the police.
I think King Yella ready to go to jail.
You know what I'm saying? And like if you gonna talk like that to people, and you gotta expect some kind of consequence from somebody.
I'm gonna tell you just like this, and I feel this in my heart, and I truly believe this. Charleston White has created too many enemies. He has too many enemies. Ain't no way in the world you gonna keep the man done disrespected everybody on the planet, man. The man was just laughing and joking about Young Thug with the little rap song. But this the kicker though, Hill. Just last night I was listening to him. And he apologizing to YouTube, saying what he ain't gonna do no more. I'm gonna stop doing this, and I'm gonna stop doing that. I want my monetization back, which I think is another stunt.
Right.
Which I think is another stunt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he won his monetization back.
But I believe he realized that he's crossed the line. I believe he realized that he crossed the line, and he might got some real problems this time.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And see, this is my thing about Charleston White. How do a person that educated, when he first came out, and it's the crazy part, a lot of the stuff that Charleston White say, he remind me of Kevin Samuels sometimes, because Kevin Samuels used to say stuff and it really made sense, but at the same token, he got that undertone of bashing pretty much black women, right?
Right.
So he would elevate every other woman, and then he would just stomp right down on black women. I'm not gonna sit here and say all black women is perfect and they should be held to this standard. I don't think no woman is perfect, and all of them should be held to this standard. I believe if a woman go to college, get her education, and she doing what she need to do, she got a good job, she got a good head on her shoulders, she feeling good about herself, whether she a little overweight or she the finest thing on the planet, you should always show respect to a woman, right?
Always.
So I look at it like this with Charleston White. Here it is. You probably could have been, if he wouldn't have went the route of wanting to be a superstar or a major influencer or sometime a clout chaser.
Right.
I believe Charleston White could have been the next political, very highly respected political advocate for the African American community.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know the stuff that he does off camera.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's held at a high standard. But these same people, they got access to the internet too.
That's right.
So they see what you're doing, and that could put them in a situation.
Well,
to pull out a deal.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably did lose a
lot
deals.
of money. Yeah.
He probably lost some deals that he had on the table, and now he trying to redirect himself
right
to probably. I don't know if he gonna go back to being a activist or whatever, but at the end of the day, man, the man could have been so much more than what he is.
Yeah.
Instead of him being this negative, condescending, disrespectful son of a bitch that he's become, he could have been a very powerful political influencer if that's what he really wanted to be, an influencer. He could have been a very powerful influencer. And the sad part about it is he wouldn't have just been an influencer here in the United States. I believe his voice would have carried across the whole.
Globe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I agree with that.
His because when he talk, he make very keen points.
Yep.
You know, I mean, he dig, man. He dig it right out.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, man, some of the things he said about, you know, hey, if you gonna go in there and shoot somebody, if you gonna go in there and rob somebody, if you gonna get out here and say and do dumb things, these are the consequences of it. The man did do 7 years,
right?
You know, for whether he shot somebody or he didn't, he went to prison,
right?
He stood on it. You know what I'm saying? Just like myself, just like you, whatever laws we broke, it was a penalty to pay, right? When you got caught.
That's one thing I do respect about Charleston White. Whether the stuff he say on the internet or what he got going on off the internet, he stand on his word.
He definitely stand on it.
He stand on his stuff, and he ain't going back down from it.
My thing is this, man. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't want my worst enemy in prison, because prison is a bad place.
Yep.
Now, I got to say this: if you take advantage of a child, if you take advantage of a woman, I have no sympathy for you.
Yeah.
There's women that will do whatever you ask them to do. You might even have to pay them sometime. And I tell you, man, if you take advantage of a child, I believe you should have your head cut off. That's what I believe. When you take advantage of a child, a baby, you should have your head cut off. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
So other than that, I believe everybody deserves to have a second chance.
Right.
But while like Young Thug and them, they coming after all these rappers with the RICO law. And I got one simple solution, guys. Just put entertainment on front of it. Entertainment purposes.
Yep.
And they can't take it and use it as your word, as a word of faith, or this is your truth. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't think while these guys are going through this, because this is their life, man. This could be the rest of these guys' life. You know what I'm saying? You should not be sitting there kicking nobody when they down. If anything, lend some words of encouragement. Tell them, hey, yo, man, I went in there and I did my bid. Shut up. Quit getting on the phones, talking.
Yep. Definitely.
Hold your peace. Speak with your lawyer. Obviously they got something on you. They wouldn't have picked you up. Got somebody telling on you. Go ahead, take the first cop out they bring you. And if they give you 10 years, come on home. Your bag gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, if you go upstate or you go to jail, when I went upstate, the sergeant told me, stay away from the 3 Gs. I was like, at first I'm like, 3 Gs?
Shit, I ain't hear that one. Let me hear that.
He was like, stay away from gambling, gangs, and gays. That's what he told me. He said, you stay away from them 3 Gs and your time here is going to be smooth.
Hill. I was, y'all hear King Hill in here with this shit.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what I was told.
Did y'all hear this cat? Nah, I ain't hear that shit when I went up there. All right.
That's what he told me.
I went up for a short bid, and I luckily me, man, they didn't catch me the way they want. Thank God. I was able to get a drug program, and I came right on back up out that motherfucker. And I've been out ever since.
Well, I ain't get no program.
I ain't here to 3 Gs.
They sent me to jail.
All right.
I did not pass go. I did not collect $200. And
basically, he told you to stay away from guns, gangs, and booty.
Yeah. Gambling.
Yeah.
Gambling, gangs,
and booty.
And gays.
And listen here. We have nothing against the LGBT community.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. We have nothing against the LGBT community. But we are grown-ass men, heterosexuals. We're both married. So, hey, this is what we do. I love my wife.
And I love mine.
You know what? That shit deserve a round of applause. That shit deserve a round of applause, hell. You know what I mean? But anyway, like I said, Charleston White, man, if you want to come, I don't give a shit. But I'm going to tell you like this, man. Stop the bullshit, dog. Stop the bullshit.
Yeah. You could go on there and talk your stuff or whatever you want to do, but you can't cross them lines, man. You can't just say anything to anybody. I remember I watched one podcast with Charleston White, and he was talking cold smack. Mm-hmm. And somebody in high rankings from the Crips and another guy from high rankings from the Bloods, I think, was there.
Oh,
and
I seen it. Them OGs. They walked out of there.
Yeah.
I saw that. They walked out. Oh, no. Or did Charleston White? Charleston White walked out of there. He walked out of there. I remember that. Them OGs.
He ended up saying something about Nipsey.
Yeah, them OGs. I remember that. I saw that one.
I'm kind of glad he did walk up out of there because them dudes, they look like they don't play
them some
game.
OGs. Them some OGs, man. Them some OGs, real old school niggas. You know what I mean?
I think he know when to exit left.
Yeah. So, and I want to touch on this, Charleston White, since we own this. When that savage, masquerist, terrorist came here to Buffalo and he killed all those innocent people, why would you come out and say, oh, the gangsters should have been on alert or they should have been over there shooting and looking out for them, man? Let me tell you something, man. Somebody even said, I think Hassan Campbell said, oh yeah, Benny, and I guess when they said Benny and them had got at your boy Freddie Gibbs, oh yeah, instead of them jumping on Freddie Gibbs, they should have been over there at the massacre. For one, let me tell y'all something. The incident with Freddie Gibbs happened a week before the massacre. And ain't nobody came out and said who did it, okay? Until Freddie Gibbs come out and say Benny and them got in his ass. Benny and them ain't got nobody ass. Benny above that, all right? We don't do that shit. Niggas getting money, all right?
Right.
But for Charleston White to sit up and say that when some of these people that got killed was those guys that he talking about, them dudes in the streets, that was their grandmothers.
Yeah.
That was their uncles.
Yeah.
That was their aunts.
Yeah.
Them was their cousins. Them was their sisters and their brothers.
My brother was in the store.
Your brother was in there.
My brother was in the store when that shit happened.
Your brother was in there.
Him and my cousin in the fucking store when the shit went down.
You know what? I wasn't gonna ask you about that. But what was that scene like when you pulled up?
Man, it ain't something I want to see again. It was bodies still laying out there on the ground when I got up there.
Yeah, I was in.
It was crazy, dog.
I was in Vegas, man, and
all I can think about is getting up there and my brother, one of them people laying out there dead.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to Sammy, man. Shout out to Sammy.
And my cousin Jay. She was in there.
Yeah, man. Like I said, Charleston White, man, think about the people that's suffering and hurting when you get ready to say some disrespectful bullshit. All right? Because while you was getting your rocks off saying it, my boy Dre was laying on the ground with a bullet to his head. Mm-hmm. Okay? My man Moms was laying on the ground with a bullet to her head. You understand? Think about that. Think about that. Yep. Let that rest with you.
Somebody grandmother was out there.
Let that rest with you, dog. Let that rest with you. I mean, you ain't the biggest dude out there, man. But I tell you this, you got the biggest mouth.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave it at that, Hill, man. I really ain't got too much more to say about this dude, except he need to pump his brakes, and he need to maybe go look at his diploma hanging on the wall and ask himself why he got it, why he go to school.
Right. Did
he go to school to come out here and be a clown, or did he go to school to come out here and be somebody that's going to help change the environment and the community and speak positive and really get these kids? Because I know he can help them because he already he got a program of helping them. Right. How do you go from helping and being a positive person to being a negative person, dog?
Right.
How you do that, Hill?
Yeah. The thing is, I don't think nobody going to do nothing to him because they know he going to call the police.
See,
he gonna come across that one who ain't gonna care, but you know he gonna call the police.
I'm gonna tell you this, King Yella. It's coming from me, man, an OG, man. I lost a lot in the street, and I know you from Chicago. You lost a lot in the streets. But look at your babies, man. Look at your kids. He ain't worth it. I know you said when you see him, you gonna smack down on him. He ain't worth it, dog. He ain't worth it.
Cause he said it plenty of times in this video. He gonna call the police.
He gonna call the police.
He ain't gonna take that ass.
We know he gonna call the police. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you this: if you really in your heart, King Yella, think it's worth slapping him to the ground, you do as you please. But I'm gonna tell you this: I don't think it's worth going to jail one night over him leaving your babies and probably catching a assault charge with, you probably already got felonies that's gonna put you in jail for 2-3 years.
Right. You know, and if you do it, make sure it's recorded so you can put it on the internet so I can see it.
You're a dirtbag, Hill.
So we could come back and talk about that. And I want to know which Charleston White gonna call the police.
Which one gonna call the police?
Is it gonna be the dirtbag on the internet, or is it gonna be the
educated dude?
The educated dude.
It'll probably be the educated dude. They call the police.
So the dirtbag gonna talk all that smack.
Yes.
And the educated dude gonna go run and call the police.
That's right. That's what usually happens. You know, that's why I say, man, you don't know who you're gonna run into. You know, you get on your camera phone. You know, you get behind these microphones on these podcasts.
Yeah.
Be careful what you say. You don't know who you're gonna run into. You You know what I mean? Stand on that, man. Stand on that shit when you disrespect somebody. I do know. I seen him not, back down, but that boy didn't snatch his ass across the counter either. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And I'm gonna be honest, they was down in Mississippi, dog. That's from my hometown. Charleston White had that hammer on him. Yeah. Guaranteed. You can carry open all day, concealed, all that. So 600
ain't nobody gonna go down there to see him. They gonna catch him somewhere else.
600 Breezy knew exactly what he was into. He knew Charleston White. Let me tell you something. Somebody that talk that much shit and ain't bagging down, especially when you in a state where you can hold that thing, he got it on him. So y'all just know that. Charleston White, I hope you change, but it is what it is. We with whatever the hell you gonna bring to us, you know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, we gonna put fires out because we ain't scared of no smoke, dog. You know what I'm saying? And like that, man. We good with this one?
Man, we good with this
shit.
One.
All right, y'all. That was our podcast for the day, man. Y'all stay tuned. We gonna definitely be dropping some more. And yo, man, the OGs is out. And man, y'all already know. Peace, deuces, OGs out, baby. That's how we do it, man.
Go Bills.
Go Bills, baby. Go Bills all day. OGs, baby.